अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन वस्सलातु वस्सलामु अला सय्यिदिल मुरसलीन अम्मा बअद अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम अस्सलातु वस्सलामु अलैका या रसूलल्लाह व अला आलिका व अस्हाबिका या हबीबल्लाह अस्सलातु वस्सलामु अलैका या नबियल्लाह व अला आलिका व अस्हाबिका या नूरल्लाह। फरमाया मुस्तफ़ा सल्लल्लाहु तआला अलैहि वसल्लम कि जो बंदा मुझ पर एक मरतबा दुरूद पाक पढ़ता है अल्लाह अज़्ज़ व जल उस पर 10 रहमतें नाज़िल फरमाता है, और जो बंदा 10 मरतबा दुरूद पाक पढ़ता है अल्लाह अज़्ज़ व जल उस पर 100 रहमतें नाज़िल फरमाता है। सल्लू अलल हबीब सल्लल्लाहु तआला अला मुहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि व आलिहि वसल्लम। प्यारे और मोहतरम इस्लाम भाइयों, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अज़्ज़ व जल आज 24 रमज़ानुल मुबारक है। मदनी कायदा का हम लेसन रोज़ाना तकरीबन पढ़ते हैं, तो आज हम 17वें लेसन यानी मदाद का लेसन पढ़ेंगे दोबारा से। कल भी हमने मदाद का लेसन पढ़ा था, आज रिपीट करेंगे। आज इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे कि वी विल रीकैप फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग एज वेल इन द फॉर्म ऑफ सम क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर्स। अभी इंशाल्लाह शुरू करने से पहले दुआ पढ़ लेते हैं। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अस्सलातु वस्सलामु अलैका या रसूलल्लाह व अला आलिका व अस्हाबिका या हबीबल्लाह। अल्लाहुम्मा अफ्तह अलैना हिकमतक वंशुर अलैना रहमतक या ज़ल जलाली वल इकराम। सल्लल्लाहु तआला अला मुहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु तआला अलैहि व आलिहि वसल्लम। मैं इंशाल्लाह मदनी कायदा की स्क्रीन आपके साथ शेयर कर देता हूँ, और what we will do, we will recap from the beginning with question and answers. Question number 1 from the lesson number 1: how many mufridat letters are there in the lesson number 1? It was we studied at the start, in the beginning, there are 29 letters, like in English there are 26 alphabets. In Urdu, there are 36 alphabets. Similarly, in Arabic, there are 29 letters, and they are called mufridat letters. How many mustaliya letters out of them are there? It is again from lesson number 1 with the blue color coding in the lesson on Madani Qaida. There are 7 mustaliya letters which are always pronounced in full mouth with the thick tone. You can say that. And to remember the mustaliya letters, there's a combination of a letter which we'll learn, which is khussa daghatin qil. This will come in next question as well. So qaf, ghain, ra, ta, dad, sad, kha. So these are 7 letters, and they are haruf mustaliya. How are the mustaliya letters pronounced, and what is the combination? Mustaliya letters are always pronounced with the thicker voice in every condition, and the combination is khussa daghatin qid. Number 4 question is how many? There are 4 letters which are pronounced by lips, and they are how many letters there which pronounced by lips? And it is again from lesson number 1, Shafawi haruf we learned, and it's a waw, mim, fa, and ba. Number 5, how many safiria letter, which is a whistle sound? So safiria is like a sparrow, the chidiya, and letters are there, and they are 3 safiria letters, which is sad, sin, za. Although the sad is pronounced with the thick tone, za is with the thin tone, but they are with the vowel sound as well. Number 6 is what is meant by the term harka. This is from lesson number 3. Harka is a fatha, zabar, kasra, zail, damma, pesh, are called harakats. So how to pronounce the harka letters? Harakats are pronounced in an Arabic accent without stretching or suddenly pausing the voice. झटका नहीं होना चाहिए और बहुत ज्यादा खींचना भी नहीं है. So they are मारूफ पढ़े जाते हैं, as a normal in Arabic accent. How many letters of a qarib sawt, close to each other sounds, and they are what? And what are they? They are 16 letters in alphabets of Arabic from out of 29, which have a very similar sounds. For example, here in the brackets, if you see in the screen, they are ta, to. So similar sound but different letters. Z, ذال, wo. Similar sounds, different letters. Fa, sin, صاد. Similar sound, different letters. Dal, ضاد. Similar sound, different letters. ضاد, full mouth. Kaf, qaf. One is thin, one is thick. Similar sound, different due to this completely different letters. Qaf, kaf, ha, ha. Very similar sounds, but different articulation point, different letters. Hamza, ain. Two similar sounds letter and different sounds. Question number 9. What is the tanween? This is from lesson number 5. Fataha. I mean, two zabars. Fatahan. I mean, two zabar, kasratain, fatahatain, kasratain, two zair, and dammatain, two pesh. Two zabar, two zair, two pesh are called tanween. In fact, tanween is noon sakin, which is the end of the word. This is why tanween sounds like noon sakin. Like ba, do zabar ban. So it sounds like noon sakin at the end. Number 10. How many letters of maddas are there? We learned this in lesson number 7, and there are 3. There are 3 letters of maddas: alif madda, waw madda, and ya madda. Alif madda is when there's a zabar before alif. Is always alif madda. We stretch it 1 alif, 2 harkats. Waw madda, waw sakin, if there's a letter before waw sakin, it has a pesh on it, a dhamma in it, it's a waw madda. If it is kasra before ya sakin, then it's ya madda. So how does an alif, waw, and ya become madda? And this was in lesson number 7. When the fatha zabar before alif, it becomes alif madda. When there's a dhamma, pesh before waw sakin, it becomes waw madda. When there is a kasra, zair before ya sakin, it becomes ya madda. Question number 12. How the letters of madda pronounce? This is again from lesson number 7 and attached to question number 11. The letter of maddas are pronounced by stretching them of 1 alif, that is up to 2 harakats. 1 alif, 2 harakats, we stretch them. What is meant by vertical, kari harakat, is lesson number 8. Vertical fatha zabar, vertical zair, kari zair, and inverted dhammas, ulta pesh. They are called vertical harakat, kari harakat. In our own language, we say kari harakat. Khada zabar, khada zair, or khada pesh. Question number 14. How are the vertical harakat pronounced? Vertical harakats, kari harakats, are pronounced by stretching up to 1 alif, and that's up to 2 harakats. Like that is in the case of letter of madda. So they are equivalent to madda letters, basically. So khada zabar is equivalent to alif madda, khada zair is equivalent to ya madda, khada pesh, ulta pesh is equal to waw madda. Question number 15. How many letters of lean are there? Mention them. Lesson number 9, we learned the 2 letters of lean, which is ya lean and waw lean. If there's a zabar before ya sakin, it's a ya lean. If there's a zabar fatha before waw lean, it's a waw lean. So these letters, both leans, are pronounced gently in Arabic accent without any stretching or sudden pausing. सो बगैर झटका दिए नरमी के साथ मारूफ पढ़ते हैं इनको, तो दो मद्दा लेटर्स हैं, वाव साकिन से पहले जबर और या साकिन से पहले जब जबर आता है तो भी हरूफ लीन है. How will a waw and ya become waw leen and ya leen respectively? Basically, when there's a fatha zabar before waw sakin and it becomes waw leen, and when there's a fatha zabar before ya sakin, it becomes ya leen. Question number 18. What is the meaning of qalqala? Qalqala, it's we learned in lesson number 10. Lesson number 11 in lesson number 10 was an exercise of all previous lessons. In lesson number 11, we learned the qalqala is the movement that should be some at the muharij, where the place where the letters are pronounced, such that sound echoes. Kutubu jaddin are 5 letters. How many letters in qalqala? There are 5 letters, and there are kutubu jaddin. Number 20, when the qalqala be made more clearer in the letter of qalqala, when the letter of qalqalas are sakin, qalqala should be more clearer. And how are the letter of qalqala pronounced when mashaddad? जब हरूफ qalqala पर तशदीद होती है तो उनको कैसे पढ़ते हैं? When the letter of qalqalas are mushaddad, they are pronounced with the emphasis. खूब जमाव के साथ पढ़ते हैं. How is hamza sakin pronounced? Hamza sakin is always pronounced with a sudden pause. झटके के साथ पढ़ा जाता है. How many cases are there of noon sakin and tanween? And are there? Lesson number 12 और 14 में हमने पढ़े थे. There are 4 cases regarding noon sakin and tanween: izhar, ikhfa, idgham, and iqlab. Describe the case of izhar in lesson number 12. If halkiya letters comes after the noon sakin and or tanween, then izhar will be done. That is, nasalization will not be done when pronouncing such a noon sakin and tanween. जब नून साकिन के बाद हरूफ हल्की में से कोई आ जाए जो कि 6 हैं, हमजा हा, आइन हा, एंड आइन हमजा और गैन खा. हमजा ha, ain, ha, ghain, kha. Describe the letter of, in the case of ikhfa, if an ikhfa letter comes after the noon sakin or tanween, then ikhfa is done and gunna is done. How many ikhfa letters are there? There are 15 of them. Ikhfa letters are 15: ta, tha, jim, dal, dhal, za, sin, shin, sad, dad, ta, ra, fa, qaf, kaf. I discussed the method of learning them, like in remembering them. Halkiya letter cannot be ikhwa letter because they are opposite. So 6, there are total 29 letters. Hamza and alif is the same, so 28 left. 6 are halkiya, and then 22 left. 6 are yamaloon. Ya, ra, mim, lam, waw, noon. So these 6 letters have a different ruling, which is idgham. So we will discuss that next. So these 6 cannot be there, and ba has another ruling. Remaining are 15. So these 15 letters are ikhfa. If one of them comes after noon sakin, then gunna is done. What is tashdeed, and what are the terms for the letter which has the sign of tashdeed? So the shaped like a W shape sign is called tashdeed. A letter which has the tashdeed sign is called mashaddad. How to pronounce this letter? Noon mashaddad and mim mashaddad basically is always done gunna with noon mashaddad and mim mashaddad. It was learnt in lesson number 13. Noon mashaddad and mim mashaddad will be always pronounced with the gunna sound. What is the gunna and what is the duration length of gunna? Gunna means to pronounce with the nasalization, taking the sound into nose, and its duration length is equal to 1 alif. Jaise an, noon, mashaddad, and there is a gunna. How is the mashaddad letters are pronounced? We've just learned it. The mushaddad letters are pronounced twice. First, the combining with its mutaharrik letter before, and then its own haraka with the slight pause. Idgham, then we learned idgham from lesson number 14. Idgham will be done when a letter of yarmaloon comes after a noon sakin or tanween. In case of ra and lam, we don't do any gunna, and in the rest we do gunna. And how many letters are yarmaloon? There are 6 letters. And that's again we learned in lesson number 14. Iqlab. If the letter ba comes after noon sakin and tanween, then iqlab will be done, mean change the noon with the meme and do ikhfa, also do gunna. How many letters are there for meme sakin? I mean, rules are there for memes, cases for the meme sakins, and after that, we learned in lesson number 15. Answer is there are 3 cases of meme sakin: idgham shafwi, ikhfa shafwi, and izhar shafwi. Idgham shafwi is done when the meme sakin has another meme after it. Then idgham shafwi is done with the meme sakin, and the gunna is done. Then if the meme sakin has ba after it, if a ba comes after a meme sakin, ikhfa shafwi is done with the meme sakin, gunna is done. Means it's taken to the nose. Voice is taken into the nose and a hold for 1 alif. Then question number 38, describe the izhar shafwi. If any letter other than meme sakin and ba sakin, a meme and ba comes after meme sakin, then izhar shafwi is done, means no gunna is done. Question number 39, what is meant by tafkhim and tarqiq? In meaning, tafkhim is pronounced with the letter with the thick tone, full mouth, pur, or tarqiq is to pronounce with the letter in the thin tone, mean barik. What is the lam of ism jalalat pronounced in the thick tone, and when is it pronounced? When the letter lam has zabar before it of ism jalalat or pesh, then it's pronounced with the thick tone. If the letter before the lam of the ism jalalat, Allah, has a fatha, I mean zabar on it, dhamma, I mean pesh on it, then the lam of the ism jalalat will be pronounced in a thick tone. And if the letter before the lam of the ism jalalat, like Allah, has a kasra, like Bismillah, then lam is pronounced with a thick tone, a thin tone. When alif is pronounced in a thick tone and thin tone, when alif has the full mouth letter, the haruf mustaliya before it, or pur letter before it, then it's pronounced pur. And alif will be pronounced in a thick tone if the letter which comes before it has a pronounce in a thick tone, and if it will be pronounced with the thin tone when the letter before is pronounced is a thin tone. Then mention the condition of ra will be pronounced in a thick or thin tone. The letter ra will be pronounced in a thick tone when it has a fatha, zabar, or dhamma pesh on it. It has a fathain, I mean 2 zabars or 2 pesh, then it will be pronounced with the full mouth. It has a vertical zabar, khadi zabar, I mean, then again it's pronounced with the full mouth, thick tone. The letter before ra sakin has a fatha, a zabar, or dhamma pesh, then again ra will be pronounced with the thin tone. There is a kasra ardhiya, temporary zair before the ra sakin, then it will be pronounced with the thick tone again. If there's a kasra or zair asli before the letter ra, not immediately the second last letter, then it will be pronounced with the full mouth. A mustaliya letter comes after the ra sakin in the same word, in the same kalima, then it will be pronounced with the full mouth. Mention the condition when the letter ra will be pronounced in a thin tone. The letter ra will be pronounced in a thin tone when there is a kasra or kasratain, 2 zair under it. There's a kasra asliya, original zair, before the ra sakin in the same word. Or third condition is when there's a ya sakin before the ra sakin, then again ra will be pronounced as a thin tone. What is a kasra ardi, the temporary zair? In the Holy Quran, there are some words which begins with the letter alif with no harka on it. So whichever harka one we will apply to such an alif during the pronunciation will become a temporary harka. The example is irji'i. Question number 45 is from the lesson number 17, which we are still doing it. Inshallah, let's complete it. What is the meaning of mad? Mad is, and what are the cause? What the causes of the mad and what are they? Answer is, the meaning of mad is to stretch, and there are two causes of the mad, which is a hamza and sukoon. How many types of mad, and they are what are they? Lesson number 17 again we learned yesterday. There are 6 types of maddat: madde muttasil, madde munfasil, madde lazim, madde leen lazim, madde arid, or madde leen arid. Describe the case of madde muttasil. If the hamza comes after the letter of madda in the same word, then it will be madde muttasil. And madde munfasil, if a hamza comes after the haruf madda in the second letter, then it will be madde munfasil. And we stretch both of them. 2 and 2.5 alif means 4 or 5 harkats. And madde lazim, if the sukoon asli comes, which can be in a shape of tashdid or sukoon, jazm, comes after the letter of madda, then it will be madde lazim. If the sukoon comes after madde leen, then it will be madde leen lazim. If a sukoon asli, original sukoon, comes after the letter of leen, then it will be madde leen lazim. And how long madde lazim and madde leen lazim should be stretched? They should be stretched with the 3 alif, means 6 haraka. The last question for the today, we will describe the madde arif and how to stretch them. If a sukoon ardi or temporary sukoon comes after sakin haruf in a shape of waqf or pause, and come after the madda letter, then they will be madde ariz. Describe the madde leen ariz. If the sukoon arzi, that is letter becomes a sakin because of waqf or pause, comes after the letter of leen, then it will be madde leen ariz. So how long we stretch madde leen ariz and madde ariz? We pronounce the madde ariz, madde leen ariz as a 1 alif, 2 alif, or 3 alif. Any length we choose, we should be concentrating on that 1, 2, or 3 alif, which mean 2 harkas, 4 harkas, or 6 harkas. Inshallah, next question and answer we will complete after a few lessons. Inshallah, this is how we completed 17 lessons yesterday, and we have recapped them today. Inshallah, we'll continue with lesson number 18 from tomorrow. Inshallah, please stay attached with the our page of Fazana Medina on Facebook. Please do like and share so other people can benefit from it. We request for dua from Allah Azza wa Jal, accept this effort. May Allah Azza wa Jal accept this effort, and may Allah Azza wa Jal give us ability to learn and the knowledge of deen and remember it and then pass it to another. Ameen bijahi Nabi Ameen. Sallu ala Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad. Keep watching Madani channel. Jazakallahu khairan.